I'm joking. There is volume. All right, hi, welcome to the Geek Allfather. This is the Ghostbusters review part 2. I already did a review yesterday after I saw the film, and when I was editing it, I accidentally deleted the source material, the source video, which meant that the whole video plus editing was worthless. But that gave me a chance to watch the film again today, because that's what you do when you've got nothing else to do, just go and watch the same film twice. So now I've got a better insight into giving this film a review. And my original review was, unfortunately for you guys, that the people that don't like the concept or have seen and don't like it, or whatever reason you've got, unfortunately the review is better than it was before. So I did introduce thumbs. There's a fat guy, there's a thumb. So like Rotten Tomatoes give a percentage of how rotten the tomato is. I'm going to give fat guy thumbs out of 10. So 10 fat guy thumbs mean you can eat a lot of pies. Also means the film's really good. 1 fat guy thumb, obviously, well, it's the opposite, yeah? So let me tell you about Ghostbusters 2 after watching it 2 times. Ghostbusters after watching it 2 times. Sorry, it's not Ghostbusters 2. So straight off the bat, I said in my part 1 review that I hadn't done anything apart from watch a trailer, so I didn't know anything about the story. I didn't know how it was going to link to the originals. I didn't know if it was going to be a continuation of the original. I didn't know anything. I now know that it is a remake, yeah? But I also know that every single actor from the originals, apart from Rick Moranis and obviously Harold Ramis, who played Spangler, because he's dead, the actor, unfortunately, is in it. So what that says to me is that all of these guys that worked on the originals, one of those guys who co-wrote the original, is happy enough for this film to be released. So fuck you, it's good, yeah? If you don't like that, don't watch it. If you don't like this, don't watch this. And what I'm saying is, get out of the internet. So, first, let me tell you about what the film is about. Ghostbusters, 4 women. Yes, they're all women. Oh no, sorry if that offends you, but they are all 4 fantastic characters. And this film is a whole bunch of fun. So, it's the first time the Ghostbusters are formed. No one believes in ghosts. There's no other such team. It's set in the present day, and here we go. So there are spoilers. The spoilers are going to be in this trailer. So if you don't want to know what happens in the film, stop watching. So the film opens with a house. Turns out to be haunted in such a way. There's a device under a table and a ghost attacks a man. Later on, you meet the first one of the 4 women, Erin, who is working in a college. Charles Dance, wicked actor, he's in it, one of my favourite actors, who most recently worked in Childhood's End as an alien. You've got to watch that. Completely off subject, but watch that. Is a mindfuck of a sci-fi series, based on the book by H.G. Wells, I think. That's probably completely wrong. It is wrong, but hey, it's a very good series. So the Erin is working in a college. She's going to get her permanent position in that college, providing she doesn't throw it all down the drain, which she said she won't do, but ends up doing, because she finds out that her original partner, Abby, Melissa McCarthy's character, who I love, Melissa McCarthy, so she's very good in this film. So shut up, Melissa McCarthy haters, because you're stupid. Yes, I called you stupid. She has published a book that they wrote together about paranormal suchness back in the day, and it's on the internet. she goes to confront Abby about the book. And then we meet Holtzman, who is by far my favourite part of the film, because as the film develops, this character is kooky crazy. She's all sorts of fucked up, but so funny with it. And when she's not delivering awesome craziness, she's delivering very static comedy, and it pops, bah, 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 bah. Everything she does is hilarious. So they go to investigate this house, providing that Abby takes down the book after Erin introduces them to the man running the house. Then we meet our first ghost. The girls put the video on the internet, and Charles Dance's character basically sacks Erin, so she's no longer got a job. Also, sorry, forgot our first cameo was Harold Ramis, who played Egon Spangler. He's dead, as I said, the actor. However, his bust appears in the hallway in the university stroke college. At this point, we also meet our second cameo, Bill Murray, playing a doctor who poo-poos all spiritual, psycho, ghosty happenings. So he says it's all fake and these girls are fake, so they're branded as fakes. Anyway, they continue their mission into finding ghosts, and they try to get a building where we get another cameo, and it's the firehouse building from the original film, which they can't afford, and end up getting a shop above a Chinese restaurant, which is where we meet our fourth lady, Patty, who works on the underground and watches the film's bad guy go and plant a new device on the train lines, which causes a ghost to chase her. They all get together. You meet Chris Hemsworth, who's a blinding character, especially since we've seen him playing like the God of Thunder 4 in Marvel films, which is a serious role, superhero role, but it's a serious role, and he plays a dumbass, and he does it so well. It's untrue how well he plays a dumbass. In fact, you would think he was actually a dumbass who could act well, but it's the other way around. And the guys get called to a rock concert where, sorry, I was staring at a model in the corner and not at the camera. Get called to a rock concert where they catch their first ghost. More hilarity involved in that. Ozzy Osbourne's in the film, don't know why, completely wasteful bit of screen time, because he's cool when he was good, but he's, never mind. The mayor meets up with the girls. He wants them he wants to portray them as frauds, because we can't really scare every citizen in New York City into the fact that there's ghosts everywhere. They carry on their work, and this is something that Star Wars: The Force Awakens did, and obviously the Star Wars franchise will carry on. When obviously back in the day, the Force was portrayed on screen, there was limited technology. As soon as The Force Awakens came out, and that tech was really the standard that it is today, you were able to see like Kylo Ren really snap-necking with the Force. Was a very physical thing. He obviously stopped to blast the bolt in the air, tried to invade someone's mind and torture him. It was awesome, yeah. They've done exactly the same thing in this film with the proton packs. The text to show off the power of the proton packs is moved up, so they do more with them. But they show you how they build the proton packs and blah blah blah. Later on in the film, they try to apprehend the bad guy, who is trying to release ghosts. There's some intersecting spectral lines across the city, and everywhere he's placed a device has been charging these lines up. When the lines are charged, a vortex will open and the barrier break. Charge the lines, open the vortex, break the barrier, and all these ghosts will come out. He kills himself, and they think it's all over. They get fake arrested, and they get asked to keep it hush hush again and put out as sad women, crazy women. They don't do that. They figure out, Erin figures out that the bad guy was actually, he wants to lead the ghost army into cleansing the earth. So they have their last fight. The bad guy's ghost takes over Melissa McCarthy's character. They have a funny little fight. That's where we see another cameo. Cameo from Dan Aykroyd. He's playing a cab driver, very funny, happy days. The ghost possesses Chris Hemsworth. He does that first. Then he releases all the ghosts, and then you get this big scene where they're fighting all the ghosts. Another cameo, Slimer starts driving a car, goes off on a little ghosty rampage after being caught out scoffing in a hot dog van. Wicked. And this is the scene where I say the tech has caught up with the concept. They've each got a new type of weapon. So there's grenades, kind of like a short cannon, a chopper, like a mulcher. Sucks a ghost in, spits out ectoplasm. Stay Puffed, isn't it? Cameo, Stay Puffed. He gets popped. Then you got the bad guy. The fight scenes, a lot of people complained about it being too long, but it's very good, and it gets serious. And Holtzman gets her little. She gets two little handguns out, and she licks one. So funny, so kooky, and she goes out. And what they do now with the Energon packs is they catch it and they're lobbing it and they're throwing them and twist them and they're doing some very action-packed scene. And then they go and fight. His name's Warren. They go and fight him. Sorry, that just popped up there. It happens. I get excited. They go and fight him. The ghost Warren leaves Chris Hemsworth, Kevin, leaves his body, inhabits, and the guys, he says, what form would you like me to take? And Patty says something soft and nice, and he turns into the Ghostbusters symbol, and they're like, oh yeah, it's nice, and he's like, okay, well I'll keep this, and it turns it into a 300-foot tall monstrous sack ghost. Really cool. They sacrifice, cameo that I should have mentioned earlier, they sacrifice the Ghostbuster mobile, which is a hearse. It's white, it's got sirens, it's got tech on top, it's got a red line down it. It's exactly the same vehicle, happy days. They sacrifice it, blowing up the nuke equipment on top of it to close the portal. Really hilarious part of the film. The sack ghost is too powerful to be sucked down a hole, so they shoot it in the sack nuts. Yes, if you're going to shoot a ghost anywhere, shoot him in the nuts. Happy days. And the vortex is closed. Melissa McCarthy's character gets dragged down it. They save her. They get white hair, and then the government basically say, the mayor, and say, continue your work. We want you to continue what you're doing in case we need you again. So they give them unlimited funding and whatever they want. It so happens they want their old firehouse building, whereas you get the last two cameos of the film. I didn't mention the cameo in the middle from Janine, played by Annie Potts. She's in a hotel, so she's in it. As I say, the only person who isn't is Rick Moranis. Don't know why. Can I say that he's still alive? Yes, I can. So I don't know why he wasn't in it. So I was just checking if he was still alive. Last two cameos of the film. Cameo number one, Ernie Hudson, who played Winston. He's in it. He's Patty's uncle, the one who lent her the hearse. And then after the credits, you get Sigourney Weaver, who's Holtzman's tutor. There you go. That's it. Right, so quite long, 14-minute video. What I'm going to say is that this film is going to get 1 at times 8. That's a Fat Guy Thumb. 8 out of 10 Fat Guy Thumb. I'm not giving it 10 because I've never given Fat Guy Thumbs before. And if I give a Fat Guy Thumb to this film, and I ever want 10 Fat Guy Farms, and there's ever a better film that I want to rate, I'm going to just be giving 10 Fat Guy Farms to all great films. And I'm definitely not giving it less than 8 because it's funny, it's sci-fi, it's ghosty, it's serious, it's action, it's good. And again, to the haters that think, oh, well, it's not the original, oh, blah, 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 get over yourselves. Yeah, literally, I'm going to take a quote from the New York Times. I read, just get over yourselves. Drop it, yeah? Grow up. The film's been released for audiences of this day and age. It has not been released to entertain hardcore fans of Ghostbusters from 30 years ago. Bearing in mind, Ghostbusters was made in 1984, the original, and subsequent films obviously after that, but this film has not been released to appease any old school fans. Those fans, like myself, who can appreciate a good film about a subject matter that I enjoy and that I've found them in, me, yeah, and many other people, go and see the film. Just go and see it. I mean, it's awesome. Obviously, I've spoiled the shit out of the film for you, but still go and see it because you will really enjoy it. In fact, I had no hesitation to watch it the second time. I did not say to the persons that I watched the film with, that's Mike Constable and his lovely partner Cam. I did not say, shout out to you, you best get me some subscribers for that. I did not say to them, no, I don't want to watch it. I wanted to spend some time with them and I wanted to watch the film again. 8 out of 10 Fat Guy Farms. Rotten Tomatoes has given it 9. No, that's the original. We won't say that. We'll wait for it. See how much money it takes. Everything's very cool about it. That's all I'm saying. Like and subscribe. Share my video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please leave any feedback you think is necessary. If you want to start a chat, let's do it. About the film or about anything else, just hit the button and let's start doing it. That's all I've got to say. Awesome film. Go and see it. Deuce.